What's going on, everyone? Conservative Video Dipper. If you got a dip, back a lip. If not, I got one for you. Dip it on Grizzly Long Cat Wintergreen. Islam. Let's talk about Islam and Muslims for a bit. UK has been taken over by Muslims. They are no longer allowed to fly their flag in the UK flag. They now have to fly an alleged terroristic flag that represents an alleged radical belief. Now, I'm not saying all Muslims are bad, but these that come into the country and start burning the flag that they are in the country that they occupy and screaming out Allah Akbar are the bad ones. Those are the alleged terrorists. And it's happening in New York, of course, a democratic state. Of course, it's already coming here. It's already here. Those are the people that need to go home. Those are the fucking people that need to go home. Yes, there are Muslims that don't want to impose these laws on us. But sadly, the Quran, their version of our Bible, that is like the Christian Bible, that's supposed to be like a Christian Bible, is being told that if you are an infidel, which is a non-believer, you must be allegedly unalived or enslaved. An alleged women being raped. That's what religion, I've always said on my podcast, ever since day one, that I knew it was going to start doing shit like this. I knew this was going to happen. But guess what? UK, you giving up your rights. You allowed this. Oh, they're not going to hurt us. They're not going to do anything to us. Yeah, exactly what you thought wasn't going to happen did. These people are coming out here burning your flag, telling you you can no longer be allowed to fly your flag, and they're out there screaming Allah Akbar, or all of the snack bars, or whatever the fuck they scream. Oh, but conservative, you sound like an Islamophobe. I kinda am. An extremist Islamophobe. Not that I don't hate or dislike that religion, but the ones that are doing it for the extremist reason, I hate it. I will despise it. I will fight against it. Because this is not Arab country. This is not a country that was based on Islam and Muslim beliefs. It was founded on God and God alone. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, it is happening. It is absolutely freaking happening. Already in New York, a liberal state allows it. Canada is already kind of allowing it. How much more do you guys want to see before it gets to that point where it's too little too late to stop this? But all you Democrats, all you progressive Democrats, progressive liberals, and all you progressive morons out there don't want to deal with it. Y'all think we should just embrace it. Bull fucking shit. Bullwinkle. We're not going to embrace that shit. There's a Muslim on YouTube that claims, allegedly, that Islam will be in every household. Bull fucking shit. My household, it won't. No. I refuse to believe in a religion that allows women to be treated like property and allegedly raped and captured as prisoners and be treated like crap, I'd rather not even believe it at all. I'd rather just say, go yourself. Because honestly, this is the kind of bullcrap that we allow. Now again, do I think that the UK has kind of given up on themselves? Yes. Totally. Because the UK has become so liberal, so progressive, that, again, they would rather embrace it than see that there is going to be a problem sooner than later. And, well, here it is. Here's the problem. And now we know which exactly the people that are out there burning flags, screaming all the snack bars are the problems. And we're not doing a damn thing about it. We're not stopping it. We're not telling them, no, you're in the wrong country. If you want to go scream all the snack bars, go back home and do it. Go back to your country and do it. If you want to impose Sharia law, go back to your country and do that. Because your country is based off of that, not here. Here we are a Christian republic country. By all means. We have always been that way. Well, but conservative, that sounds pretty extreme. No, it needs to be said. It needs to be done. It needs to be dealt with. We are having problems. We are having problems with these people that are alleged extremist Muslim terrorists. And that's our problem right there. We've allowed this shit to happen so long and so far in our life that we didn't take a look around and realize, oh, fudge. This might be a problem. These people may not really be saying this real shit. They're just covered and disguised with what their intentions are. Yeah, they disguised and covered their intentions a lot. And we didn't represent ourselves by standing up against it. We allowed it. We embraced it. Which we shouldn't have. Sure, Muslims, again, that are peaceful, that are just sitting quietly at home, doing their prayer, going to the mosque, not out there being extremists like these other people are, they're fine. But the problem is, again, the Quran says a lot of things that are very bad about us Christians or non-believers. They are out there. That information is out there. Well, what do? The only one thing we know best to do. Stop it. We don't want to be like the UK. We don't want to be like Canada. We don't want this shit coming from New York to here into our homes. We should not allow it. We shouldn't have allowed it the first time, but we did. And this is what happens when you get politicians that can't pull up their big boy pants and do the big boy thing and take care of it. But instead, you hear the progressive Democrats and the progressives screaming, oh, that's Islamophobe. Excuse me? Excuse me? They're in a country that, number one, that's America. Number two, they should not be burning flags. And three, they should not be trying to tell people, especially politicians, that they should be allowed to fly their flag and their flag alone, and if anyone is caught flying the country flag besides that one, or any flag besides the one that they choose, to be arrested or allegedly enslaved. That is wrong. But we've allowed it for so long. Now it's that problem, and it's going to get worse, folks. It's going to get worse. It's going to get to the point where there might be a war. And it's going to be ugly. Because here's the problem with this. Number one, these alleged extremist, terrorist, Muslim groups are not going to stop until they get what they want. That is conquer. They're going to try to conquer any country and every country they can. I don't think the Palestine and Israel war was because of Israel. Just because of Israel. I think it was because of alleged Hamas wanted to control Israel. They were trying to occupy another country, and the other country said, nope, we're not doing that. Israel fought back. Sure, there was some propaganda again behind what Israel was doing, but we don't see that because it doesn't get spoken of. But we see in the interpretation of what's happening by the news that it's just allegedly one side's fault. No. It's our fault for allowing these things to happen to us here in America. It's UK's fault for allowing it to happen over there, because they didn't have the balls to stand up and say, isn't this enough to wake people up and realize that this is kind of why America did what they did in the first place? Why Trump has said a lot of these things? You hear these alleged extremist Muslim groups yelling, destroy America, death to America. You hear them allegedly yelling death to America because that's what they allegedly want. They want us gone. They don't want us. And when all the countries are occupied by these people, that's dangerous. That's bad. Then what's going to happen? There probably is going to be a war within themselves. Because they're not going to be just happy with what they get. They allegedly will want more and more and more and more and more and more. Until more is not good enough for them. More is not even like regular Coca-Cola. That's like the diet version of Coke to them. It's not enough. But to us, it's enough. And this is why I think we should push back against this. I think this is why we should have that push and say, no, we're done. We're done allowing this. We're done trying to pretend that this is not a problem anymore. Because again, look at UK, look at Canada, look at New York. This is long enough that we have seen these problems. We hear their cry every day to how they feel about us Americans. Do you think us Americans are going to allow it? No. We're not going to. We're not going to allow it. We're not going to stand by it. We're not going to embrace it. Those idiots that do stand by it and embrace it, good luck. You're screwed. You're going to be screwed. You're going to look like UK right about now. When we get to the point where we look like UK, we're done. It's over. There's no hope for us at that point. But there is hope now for us. There is hope. But we just got to do it. We got to be aware that this is a problem. That these people would rather allegedly come to our country that they don't belong in and is not gonna believe in their religious bullcrap. We're not going to allow them to continue to try to run our country amok. We should never allow it. This is what happens when you become soft, weak, and flaky. You become like the UK. You become like Canada. You become like New York. No backbone. Everyone just being lied to. Because they never really read the Quran, their version of the Bible, which is all lies, deceit, manipulation. You know that Muhammad was illiterate, right? He allegedly married a 6-year-old girl, but they won't tell you that. They'll say, no, it was consensual. No, she was 6 years old when allegedly Muhammad married the woman, married the young girl, which is alleged rape. Oh, but that's their belief. That's the belief that they stand on. That doesn't allegedly sound radical to me. Oh, it is. It's radical enough. And I think that's enough for me to just say, fuck Islam. I don't care. Fuck Islam. Because I don't care about Islam. Islam is a religion that will never rule America and never should be allowed to rule America. Because of what they believe in. Sure, they have every right to believe in what they believe in. But they're pushing it way too far out there. And I think that's enough. Wake up, America. We're getting screwed. We don't want to end up like these other countries. Do something. Fight back. By telling people like Trump, this needs to stop. These people need to go away. These people that are allegedly extremists need to go home. Don't let them occupy our country. See you guys.